Welcome to MojoPlays, and today we're looking at 10 hidden Easter eggs in Assassin's Creed games.
Over, Bayek! I have the high ground!
There are a ton of these in the games. Which is your favorite?
Before we begin, we publish new content all week long, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos.
Transformers, Assassin's Creed.
فليسأله أحد لماذا يفعل ذلك؟
If there's one thing you definitely couldn't find in the 12th century, it was robots in disguise. However, you can find a stone representation of Optimus Prime in the first Assassin's Creed game if you know where to look. There are actually a number of these to find in the game, and chances are you've free run past some of them in your playthroughs.
Has he lost his mind?
فليسأله أحد لماذا يفعل ذلك؟
The Optimus Prime Easter eggs are peppered throughout the stone townscape, in the form of strange window structures on the sides of the buildings. This one isn't as impressive or entertaining as some of the others on this list, but shows the nerdy side of the developers, and we love that. Portal, Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Do you have the wits to best me? There is cake in it if you do.
There's nothing as heartbreaking as being promised cake and not getting any. Fans of the classic game Portal are all too familiar with this feeling, as playable character Chell was promised a sweet reward for all of her hard work, only to be deceived in the end. In AC Valhalla, poor Eivor is subject to the same deception.
For cake, I will answer any mind tease you have for me.
After being challenged to a battle of the wits by a wandering man and offered cake as a reward if triumphant, Eivor jumps at the chance. After 3 correctly answered riddles, the errant riddler reveals that he doesn't have any cake, only to prompt Eivor to reply,
So the cake was a lie?
Skyrim, Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Even those who haven't played Skyrim have heard of taking an arrow to the knee. AC Odyssey found a subtle way to pay homage to the poor former adventurer. There are a seemingly infinite number of randomized mercenaries in the game, each up for a fight. One type of merc you can encounter goes under the title of Knee Destroyer, and his bio says he was once friends with one of the mercenaries on Delos. That is, until the latter was shot in the knee. Now, in memory of his dear friend, this mercenary shoots every one of his opponents in the knee. How touching? A cakewalk, Assassin's Creed Unity. There's a lot to do in Assassin's Creed Unity, and it's easy to get overwhelmed. On top of all of this, there are some secrets to unearth. In this particular case, Arno can find 5 elaborate tiered cakes around the map. If he finds and eats all 5, don't worry, it won't affect his svelte figure, a secret fight is unlocked in Luxembourg Palace.
You've been warned.
A statue of the Marquis de Bouillon will come to life, and defeating him will cause a short fireworks celebration in the skies of Paris, as well as a 50,050 livres prize when his body is looted. It pays to follow the cakes, and in this case, they aren't lies. Star Wars, Assassin's Creed Origins.
It's over, Bayek! I have the high ground!
Star Wars nerds will appreciate this one. In an AC Origins DLC mission, Bayek fights Gamelat, leader of the Nabatean rebels who oppose the Roman opposition in the Sinai region. Rebels, get it? When Bayek faces his foe on a platform, Gamelat repeatedly tries to knock him off. If he succeeds, he can be heard to say,
Over, Bayek! I have the high ground!
This is a nod to the line from Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, in which Obi-Wan says this to Anakin Skywalker during a similar duel.
It's over, Anakin! I have the high ground!
It's safe to say that the Force is strong with Bayek, we think. Goodfellas. Assassin's Creed Syndicate.
When you steal from the rich, it's criminal. But stealing from the poor, that's capitalism.
Love him or hate him, Jacob Frye is a silly, yet pretty cool guy. He has his serious moments, and this Easter egg is one of them. In the trailer for AC Syndicate entitled The Twins, Jacob and Evie Frye, Jacob opens with the line, "As far back as I can remember, I wanted to be a part of London."
As far back as I can remember, I wanted to be part of London.
This is strikingly similar to the opening line of the classic film Goodfellas, in which Ray Liotta's character Henry Hill says, "As far back as I can remember, I've always wanted to be a gangster." And cue Tony Bennett's Rags to Riches.
As far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be a gangster.
All the Syndicate trailer is missing is Mr. Bennett's dulcet tones. Monkey Island, Assassin's Creed 4, Black Flag.
I know the king's bounty on your head is a large one, and I intend to collect.
Hey 90s kids, remember the secret of Monkey Island? Well, the programmers of AC Black Flag certainly did. The 1990s LucasArts computer game featured a protagonist named Guybrush Threepwood, whose ambition was to become a pirate in the Caribbean. He encountered all sorts of characters and puzzles in his journeys. In Black Flag, Edward takes out a pirate captain by the name of Mancomb Seepgood, a name mentioned in the LucasArts game. A line from the old game is also borrowed, as Bartholomew Roberts repeats one of Ghost Pirate LeChuck's utterances. "There's nothing like the hot winds of hell blowing in your face." Honestly, thank the Lord Black Flag isn't in a point-and-click format.
And withdrawing them, find it better to be a commander than a common man!
Assassin Turkey, Assassin's Creed 3. Some Easter eggs in the franchise are just bizarre, and feel like the twisted results of a long day of exhausting developer work. These, however, are sometimes some of the best. In AC3, on the grounds of the Davenport homestead, Connor can summon a turkey if he takes cover and whistles. When the turkey appears, if the player is savvy enough to enter the Konami code, a code often used in old Konami video games, Connor will feed the turkey. Upon feasting on the provided meal, the turkey will suddenly acquire a tiny turkey version of an assassin hood. Adorable. Useless, but adorable. Metal Gear, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood.
Come here. Psst, Ezio, over here.
In the Metal Gear series, stealth is of dire importance. What is one of the stealthiest methods used by its protagonist then? Why, the ever-innovative cardboard box. Protagonists Solid Snake and Raiden were often masterful users of this genius cloaking device, and AC Brotherhood contains a nod to the stealth box.
Chi è là? Ezio! Leonardo!
In a scene in which Ezio reunites with Leonardo da Vinci, Ezio finds a cardboard box which is not of his time period, in which the artist momentarily appears to be hidden. There is also a Raiden skin available in the Animus Virtual Training Program, which is a far more direct reference.
I want no part of this!
Giant Squid, Assassin's Creed 2. Beware the giant squid when exploring old tombs. In AC2, Ezio can witness a monstrous squid and dodge its tentacle if the timing is right. In the assassin tomb beneath the Santa Maria della Visitazione, if Ezio stands next to the first lever for 1 minute, he will see a giant squid swim by in the murky waters. Should he look down a second time, he will narrowly miss being struck by the creature's giant tentacle. Ubisoft developers must be fans of the cephalopod, as the giant squid makes an additional appearance in AC Black Flag during a sunken ship excursion. If Edward looks out the correct porthole of the Antocha wreck, he will see a giant squid in battle with a white whale.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, there's more where that came from.